Hello and very warm welcome to RAFLIMS. This is Farooq Hussain. In this hands-on video tutorial, we will learn how we can download and install Koha 24.05 along with DSpace 8 on Ubuntu 22.04. Maybe you have remember in two of the last videos we have learned how we can download and install DSpace 8 front end and then back end on the same server machine. So this is the same server machine where we have installed DSpace 8. So what you need to do, you need to watch those two videos first, and let me show you what you have to watch and learn. It's DSpace 8 front end on Ubuntu 22.04, and this one is DSpace 8 back end on Ubuntu 22.04. So these two videos, first of all, you have to watch, you have to learn how we have installed DSpace 8 front end on Ubuntu and how we have installed DSpace backend on Ubuntu on the same server machine. And then you have to apply it. So when you complete the installation of DSpace front end and the back end, and then you have to install the Koha 24.05 on the same server machine. So this is the same server machine. Let me show you uh, here. So here we have already started the proxy of DSpace 8, which is, that is available on this 8080 localhost server and the localhost 4000. So it has started in a production environment, the localhost environment. So it's already working. And now we are going to install the Koha on the same server machine. So I have opened another terminal here. So you can see this, and here we have this guideline to install the Koha 24, and you can see this. We have these two guidelines to install DSpace front end and the DSpace 8 backend. So we have used these two guidelines, and now we are going to install the Koha. So first thing first, we need to update and upgrade our system, but here in this case we are going to update our system. Sudo su and the password of your system, and then what you need to do, you need to app get update. Yes. Hello, this is Farooq Hussain. I have a good news. If you or your organization looking for export deployment and training of any open source integrated library system, digital library system, institutional repositories, discovery and guided tools, standards and protocols, so you can connect me through my Fiverr account. It's fiverr.com/Farooq Hussain. FIVERR.com/FURRUKHHUSSAIN, or you can directly connect me through my email address. It's farooq.hussain@gmail.com. So you will receive a 20% discount if you directly connect me through my email address. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste your time. Connect me now through Fiverr or my email address if you need an expert. And one more thing, when you have decided to work on a same server machine, the server machine must be high spec. So it has to be a giant server machine to work on, to move on, because DSpace is quite heavy. It has two episodes. One is the front end and then back end. You have to work with front end and back end on the same server machine along with lots of prerequisites. And now we are going to install Koha. Koha also has number of prerequisites, but it's not so heavy. But as compared to DSpace is quite heavier system, and you have to have a good server machine, a heavy server machine to have both of the system. So it has updated. And now what we need to do, we need to copy the source key. So what we do, we actually echo the stable version here. Let me clear this, copy and paste. So it has echo, and then let me download the source key. So done. Then I need to update once again. Not this command. Now it will include the Koha here. And we are going to install the Koha. And it might take few time. So finally it has completed the installation. And now we need to configure the Koha site configuration file. Let me clear this. And I'm going to open the file, that is Koha site configuration file. So what we can do, we can 8080 is already busy. So I just going to use 8001 and 8002. And now we need to install the MySQL. DSpace is using PostgreSQL, and instead of using PostgreSQL, I would prefer to use MySQL for Koha. So I just installed MySQL for Koha. So MySQL done, and now what we need to do, we need to restart. We need to enable these two modes. So let us collect two all together, and also we need to restart Apache. Here we are. Okay. Okay. And then we need to create a database that is library uh, for Koha, the master database of Koha, name as library. So you can name any other, like whatever name you would like to, you can write here. So by default, I just use library and it will. So it has done. And then what else we need to do? We need to configure the ports on Apache. Apache is the web server, and there we need to allow 8001 and 8002. And save this file, close this, clear this, and restart Apache again. Remember, our DSpace server is already running in the same system. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to disable the default side, and we need to enable this mode and then enable the library side and restart Apache. So let us do all together. Okay, all done. And now let's us check the password. We have complete the installation of Koha on the same machine where we have installed DSpace. So the password is this. You need to copy this password and save. Okay, save this one. Okay, let me save here. Okay, now need to start the web browser, the Firefox, and there what I need to do, we need to go to the Koha staff interface, and let me clear this for now. So let me start the Koha first. 8001. Okay, so this will start the Koha, and then when we complete this Koha configuration, then we will open the DSpace. Okay, so there you can see we have Koha. So the username is Koha underscore library, and the password that we have saved there. Okay, remember this password is for once only, and when you create the Koha database, I mean the super librarian, so the login name and password of Koha must be different. Now we are working on the web installer of Koha, and then Continue to the next step, that is to the all dependencies, and then we have to check the database settings. And after this setup for database, the database is actually Koha underscore library that we have created library. Continue to the next step, install basic configuration settings. We are going to use Mark 21, and there we have some mandatory things and some optional. So you can skip or you can select all or as per your need. So what I am going to do, I am going to select all here. Remember, your server machine must be hired to carry both of the system, I mean DSpace 8 and Koha 24.04. Hello, this is Farooq Hussain. I have a good news. If you or your organization looking for expert deployment and training of any open source integrated library system, digital library system, institutional repositories, discovery and guided tools, standards and protocols, so you can connect me through my Fiverr account. It's fiverr.com/Farooq Hussain. fiverr.com /FURRUKHHUSSAIN, or you can directly connect me through my email address. It's farooq.hussain@gmail.com. So you will receive a 20% discount if you directly connect me through my email address. So what are you waiting for? Don't waste your time. Connect me now through Fiverr or my email address if you need an expert. Okay, all done. And now set up some of the Koha basic requirements. Okay, like let's see what happened there. Congratulations, installation complete. And now we are going to work with the onboarding tools. And there we need to provide a name. So I would say it's reflims. Remember, this username and password must be different. So I would suggest to write some other name. The username is reflims and the password would be okay. Set up for the circulation rules, and now done. Now start using Koha. We have completed Koha here. Okay, you can see this. It has completed. So I just log in here. It's 127.8,002 for back. And here you can see staff interface. We have complete the installation. There. Okay, so we can perform cataloging, we can perform any of the function or operations what we need to do. So all are working, so it's done. And now let us start the DSpace that we have already installed. So you can see it's this one is for the uh, back end, and this is for the front end. So let me provide the backend here. So it's a local host 8080 and the server. And the local host 4000. So it's working well. And we have Koha here, we have DSpace here. This is the Koha staff interface where we can perform different operations. This one is the user interface. Here we have the backend of DSpace 8 and the front end of DSpace 8. So where we can log in, this is the old same machine where we have installed DSpace front end and the back end in two of the last videos. So you can have those videos and you can learn about how we can install the DSpace, and then we will work with the uh, Koha system. So this one is for the front end and this one is for the back end. You must have to watch these two videos to install the DSpace completely, and then we can proceed with the Koha. Koha is working well here, and then. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. We have completely installed the DSpace 8 and the Koha 24.04 on the same server machine. So please keep watching RefLimits and subscribe. And then, of course, you need to like this video and you have to share this video and keep watching RefLimits, and take care of yourself.